All right, today we are planting peanuts. So to do this, you have to, this is new for me, but from all the research I've done, you have to be very careful what kind of peanuts you put in here. It cannot be roasted. They cannot be salted. They have to be in the shell. So they have to be raw, in-shell peanuts. Not roasted, not salted. The best ones to get are the wildlife ones because they do not do anything like that to them because wildlife can't eat them then. These are in the bird feeder section where all the bird food is at Walmart. Okay, it was like 13 bucks for this bag. All right. So we have a bunch. We're going to take some of these. We're going to roast them for us to eat. We're going to take some of these to make peanut butter. We're also going to take some of these and plant them. You can take them out of the shells. If you do that, you have to be careful not to peel off the layer around the nut. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to leave them in the shell, so you can do that as well. So I have a bucket. It has holes in it. You want well-drained soil. My compost was not ready yet to add compost, but hopefully in about a month or two, I'll be able to do that. That does help, I guess. You want to make sure there's no rocks or anything in here. It has to be loose, well-draining soil. We're just doing the potting mix that I had left over in this 5-gallon bucket. Of course, it's food grade. Like I said, I drilled 4 holes in the bottom. That way, it can drain if you accidentally water too much. I do. My kids help me sometimes, so you always want to make sure you have that. Because you can overwater majority of your plants, causing root rot. So peanuts need to be under the soil. Your pot needs to be at least 18 inches around by 18 inches tall. This is a 5-gallon bucket, so I'm thinking we're good here. All right, so I don't remember how many I'm supposed to plant in here, but you want to make sure they're spaced out. So go ahead and drop a couple in there, Lily. Just as they are.
Oh my.
Ooh, that's a big one. Let's not do that one. Okay. And I'm just gonna put them in there, cover them up. That one didn't get down in there. So now we're gonna put a couple over here. We're just gonna drop them. We're gonna drop a few because I'm sure some of these won't germinate. So I always put extra into a pot. Let me dig down enough. There we go. We'll do that one a little further down. Okay. And that's good for in here. I think that's good enough. You want to make sure they're getting at least 8 hours of full sunlight. Of course, in my greenhouse, we have all these lovely, beautiful lights. So that helps. They're on timers so that all my plants are getting enough light. I have been turning on the ventilation. Now that it's nicer out, we can turn the heat off for a few hours and ventilate it. That's going to help with your pollination as well. These ones I got eggshells in. I did that video. So this is our peanuts. We're only doing right now 1 because I don't have enough soil. No, that goes in there. That's a climbing plant. So if it grows, it's cucumbers. Sorry, she was moving the net. The net's got to stay in there so that they can climb up it. Although my cucumbers are not growing. I think they died when I repotted them, so we'll have to plant more. And I am going to add some more onions. My onions didn't seem to thrive either. They're pretty non-existent in there, so I'm actually going to, where'd they go, plant some. I got some onion seeds, so it'll take a little while for those to grow, but this is what we got for peanuts. And they should be harvested in about fall time. They grow down in here and then the plant will come up and then you just pull the whole plant out. So if you want to sustain these year round, you have to plant them. And once these start growing, once you start seeing activity, you need to plant more. So you want to save some of these guys. And then you can take some from the ones that you harvest and just put those back into soil for your next harvest. And just keep doing it that way. But when you're just, starting out, obviously I can't harvest. If I harvest these and then use some of them, they won't be growing new ones in time, for the next harvest. Because my goal is to be sustainable year round. So what you want to do is you want to plant some now. Once these start growing, then we'll get another bucket and we'll plant more. That way when these harvest, those ones are starting to sprout, and you just keep doing the cycle. Every time you start seeing them sprout, you're going to plant more. These do not take long to grow at all. I don't know how many one peanut is going to produce, so we will find that out hopefully. This soil is pretty moist right now, but I will add a little bit of water to it. You don't want to, again, you don't want to overwater. So I come out every few days, I water everything. I was just out here and all the soil we were touching, if you touch it and it's wet, moist, you're good still, because you'll cause root rot. So we definitely don't want, especially this is like, it basically is the root of the plant, is the peanut. So it's growing with the roots, so you definitely don't want that, because then you will kill your entire plant. So yeah, I did plant new strawberries as well. So I don't know what happened when I bought those. In my last video I did the greenhouse update. But those guys up there are thriving. We need to get those cut and replanted. So we've got, what do we got? Broccoli over there is doing okay. But these are our new strawberries in there, and they have a couple that are started. Tomatoes look like they're doing good. Oh, the blueberries are doing phenomenal. Those are the blueberries. And the elderberries. Those are probably too easy growing. So yeah, that's about it on the peanuts for now. I'll do an update when we harvest. And it could be late spring, but it will probably be summer or fall before we harvest. I'm trying to remember what it said. It said typically they are a spring or fall harvest, but that's when you're planting them outside. But I don't remember how many days it takes. These will germinate, but you don't have to pre-germinate. They will germinate in the soil. Germination just means that basically they're sprouting from the thing, and that they're able to grow, just basically using their environment. So some things you have to germinate, like keeping it refrigerated or cool. So like the bananas had to be in a cool place for 2 months. The peach trees had to be in a cool place for 2 months. Those were in the basement. The apple seeds are in the fridge in a damp cloth to germinate. I need to check on those. But these don't need to do that. These you can plant and they will germinate in the soil, supposedly. So that's what I have as far as planting peanuts. The brand does not matter, but this is the brand that I found is sold actually at quite a few places. They don't sell very many raw peanuts anymore that are shelled. So yeah, I had to do a little research, like, are we sure they're not just for wildlife? Like, can we really consume these? I mean, they're not like, you know, they're not like throwing the almost rotting ones in here for wildlife, something stupid. But I know that sounds dumb, but anyways, yeah, these are good for planting. They're good to make peanut butter out of. We will be doing our own peanut butter, so that's the main reason we're doing this. So if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments.